Thank you for tuning in to this Friday's edition of TK Conversations. Happy Friday, everybody. Or should I say, Feel Good Friday, everybody. Fabulous Friday. I don't know. Take your pick. Any of it, it's all good. It sounds great. As long as it's upbeat and positive. I don't want any of that. Oh my God, I'm glad it's Friday. The week is over. Because that means you've just been trying to survive and just get to this point. And we're never trying to survive. Remember, we are intentional about what we do, what we say, how we move. We create whatever it is that is in front of us. Always remember that. We're creating it internally and it manifests itself outwardly in the physical form. So, it's a fabulous Friday, the start to the weekend. Hopefully, everyone has a lot of great plans. It is the holiday season. And if you don't have any plans at all, that's great too, because that gives you time to just sit with self, work on yourself, enjoy yourself, invest in yourself. Every week, every day, honestly, you should always invest in yourself because that's going to always make you a better version of yourself. Think about it this way: you give all of your time to your career, your job, your business, your team, and we forget to give some time to ourselves. So make sure you give yourself some time and know that it's okay to do that. It's not selfish. So, today's conversation is about peace. I want to make sure we're upbeat and we get through this weekend on a high note. And I know my conversations in these podcasts are very deep, and it's not to bring your spirits down or anything like that. It's just to get you to dive deeper. So, the process and the purpose of my podcast is for honest dialogue to meet personal growth, to help you evolve. It's also to bring out those silent struggles that are behind the scenes. I'm pulling them to the front so we can address them, so we can use some tools to deal with it, so we can put it away correctly. That way, when anything comes up or we feel slightly triggered, we have the tools and we are equipped to handle it the way it needs to be handled so it no longer holds us back, so we can continue to have forward momentum. So, when we think about peace, my question for today, Feel Good Friday: how much is your peace worth? Do you have a dollar sign on how much your peace is worth? Have you even thought about there is a cost to your peace? Having success, running your own business, being an entertainer, whatever it is that you do for a living, should never cost you your peace. So, when I ask the question, how much is your peace worth? I'm not talking about monetary at all. I'm speaking solely internally. So, here's some examples of the cost of peace. You feel stressed. You're in that fight or flight moment. You feel overwhelmed. You feel unlovable. You feel like you're not enough. If you feel drained every minute, if you work with someone, if you have a partner, if your job, if your career, if your business manager, your PR person, if they drain you, whoever it may be, if they're draining you, along with the other few things that I mentioned, that's the cost of your peace. That's you giving away your peace because your energy and time is invested in that. Let me say that again. When your energy and time is invested in feeling overwhelmed, feeling stressed, the fight or flight mode, feeling drained, feeling overwhelmed, that's you giving away your peace, and that is you giving away your power. And as I say that, I want you guys to think for a moment. I don't know what time it is, where you're at as you listen to this, but I want you to pause for a second and say, have I given away my peace so far today? Have you been stressed already? Have you already felt overwhelmed? Have it been that double dutch with fight and flight? Have you already felt drained? If the answer is yes, I want you to take a pause and take a deep breath in through your nose to the count of 4. Hold it for 4 and exhale out of your mouth. Let it all go. Let it all out. Do that 3 times. And that's you reclaiming your peace for the moment. And you carry that with you throughout the day, throughout the weekend. When you feel yourself get stressed, overwhelmed, drained, any of those feelings that cause you, any of those emotions that cause you to feel out of control, overwhelmed, stress, take the deep breaths in and exhale, blow it out through your mouth to reclaim it. Reclaim your peace and move forward. Always reclaim your peace because life happens, but it's happening for us, not to us. And we have to remember that. If we remember that life is happening for us, for the greater good of us, it alleviates that stress and that overwhelmness. But as humans, being human, it's hard for us to remember that. It's hard for us to relate to that. And that's why we just take a pause and get in that present moment. And those deep breaths is just putting you in the present moment. And that's what you want to sit with. That's how you want to move. You want to feel your peace. You don't want to just give it away for free. We give our peace away when nobody's even asking for it. The situation just controls us. And that's where we have to learn to control the situation. That's when I talk about being intentional with your words, with what you do, and how you move. Because you make the conscious choice when you're being intentional. But when you're allowing things to just flow and you feel like life is happening to you, you're just in the midst of whatever happens. So you are not in control, and there is absolutely no peace. So I want you to walk in peace, walk with intention, walk with purpose, and choose your peace over people. I'm going to say it again. Choose your peace over people. Choose your peace over self-neglect. Because when you're going through that stress, overwhelmed, the fight and flight, all of that is causing you to neglect you. and you're choosing something or someone other than yourself. And you cannot be responsible for other individuals. You have to let go of the idea of who and what you want others to be to you. That's what impacts us when it comes to feeling stress and overwhelmed and flight and fight. All of those different things when they drain us. You feel drained by someone because you have an idea of what you want them to be and do. And they are their own individual with their own life, doing their own thing. And they have their own idea and thoughts about what they want to be for themselves. And honestly, they can be intentional about what they're doing, or they cannot be, because we're all on these separate journeys. And they could feel like life is happening to them and not for them. But remember, you have to let go of the idea of what you want them to be or who you want them to be. You have to let go of all of that embodies you not being able to be peaceful, to not be able to have inner peace within yourself. So I want you to, as you move forward this weekend today, I want you to think about it like this. Anyone that crosses your path, anyone that you're dealing with, close knit, that you have that bond and that relationship with, that you're working with, not a stranger going by, don't let them ruffle your feathers. But those that you are close to, I want you to tell yourself and move with this. I'm going to hold this person to their strengths. I am going to help set them up for success. Don't look at their weaknesses. Don't look at, I want them to do this, but I wanted them to say it this way. I wanted it to go this way. Don't do any of that. Just hold them to their strengths and allow them to move with their strengths and in their strengths. And when you allow them to just be, that takes that load and that burden off of you, which enables you to have your peace. Because remember, this is about you choosing your peace over people. It's about you choosing your peace over people pleasing. It's about you choosing your peace and putting yourself first versus allowing everybody else and everything else to come first. And by the time your day is over, you're drained, you go to bed, and you wake up to start it all over again. Remember, whatever takes place within this day, don't bring it into the following day. Because all we want is peace. Bring peace with you. Bring joy. Bring happiness. Walk with peace. Speak with peace. Move with peace. Create with peace. Allow your peace to radiate on everyone around you. You'd be surprised that peaceful energy that you get off, how it resonates with others and enables them to be a better version of themselves at that moment. So, I'm going to keep it short today. And I just want you to solely remember to open yourself up to pure greatness and just be peaceful. Allow your light to shine bright, so bright that your cup is full and it's running over, and people are walking by just picking up those pieces that you're dropping because you're shining bright. That peace is within you and it's coming out and it's radiating all around you. So the assignment for today, just be peaceful. Choose peace over anything else. Choose your inner peace. Thank you for listening to TK Conversations. Enjoy your weekend and tune back in for another episode.